Hey guys, Joester here, welcome back to the channel. So I noticed a lot of you guys are so excited for the new VIZIO TV models that are coming out this year. So I decided to just go and dig deeper about what VIZIO is cooking for us. So if you're interested in that, welcome to the channel. I'm Joester and let's do this. Alright guys, so when you go to VIZIO website, the first thing you notice is that there is a new OLED TV available. Well, there's going to be available, but what I want to know is the price. So first of all, it's going to be available in 55-inch and also 65-inch. Infinite contrast, of course, this is OLED. You guys know that OLED have beautiful black levels and contrast. Also has ultra color spectrum, IQ Ultra processor. I like that they new all these new TVs are going to have this brand new processor from VIZIO. I noticed that other models, other TVs, like other brands like LG has the Alpha processor. Also Samsung, they have their own processor. So I'm glad that they're doing this as well. And also VIZIO Pro gaming engine, which is going to have pretty awesome features for gamers. And luxury borders design. Of course, this is a VIZIO, this is a OLED, so it's going to have a beautiful design, and it's going to be very competitive with LG and also Sony. So I'm looking forward to see the price on this new OLED TV. Hopefully they're very competitive, because they're still competing with LG, which is the manufacturer of OLED. So I'm guessing that they're going to be very affordable. That's what I think. Usually VIZIO have very good prices. And of course, the top of the line is the P Series Quantum X, which this TV is going to be available in 65-inch and also 85 inches of size. Of course, it's going to have quantum dot. Most of the VIZIO TVs, they come with quantum dot, which is good for colors, good for contrast, and up to 792 local dimming zones, which is of course good for black levels. Also ultra bright 3000. So the P Series Quantum X is going to be equipped with the best black levels, hopefully, and also the brightest panel 3000, which means that it can reach up to 3000 nits of peak brightness. So there you go. This is a very good TV. Very awesome features from VIZIO with this Quantum X. Of course, this is the top of the line. Also the IQ Ultra processor and the Pro gaming engine. So this is going to be the top of the line from VIZIO. This is going to be the TV if you want to get the best out of the best, besides OLED. And of course, there's also the P Series Quantum, which has also 65-inch and 75-inch sizes. So there's no 85-inch. If you want to go for the 85, you'll have to go for the Quantum X. It also features quantum dot and up to 240 local dimming zones. Of course, this is not 792, not even half of this, but it's not bad. 240 local dimming zones. It will give you really good black levels as well. The ultra bright, this is going to be 1200, so which means it's not half of 3000 either, but still, trust me, VIZIO TVs are well known for having beautiful picture quality, very bright TVs, and also very good contrast. It also features the Ultra processor and the programming engine. So to me, these are the top of the line from VIZIO: the P Series Quantum, the OLED, and the Quantum X. And then from there we move to the M Series Quantum. So right over here, it's only one M Series Quantum, but usually VIZIO has two of those, the M7 and the M8. In this case, they will have sizes from 43 inches up to 70 inches. Also quantum dot colors, and this is going to be the M8. 90 local dimming zones, which is not bad. It's not the best, but this is not bad, and up to 800 nits of peak brightness. So this TV, from what I'm looking at, this is more towards competing towards Hisense or TCL. You know, Hisense and TCL, they usually have those features or those dimming zones and brightness, but also the prices are pretty much very similar. So if you want to save some money, this is probably going to be the one for you. But that's not it. There's also the V series. So let's say that you want to go more budget. You don't care about having such many dimming zones, but you still want to enjoy 4K and HDR and Dolby Vision. Also a full array backlight and the active processor, IQ active, and some of the gaming engine. So you notice here it doesn't say the Pro gaming engine, it only says the VIZIO gaming engine. So it's probably going to be game mode, but I don't think they're going to have some other features. Maybe auto login latency, I don't know. Let's find out a little bit more. I noticed that over here on this side, VIZIO have this information sheet, which is pretty useful because it pretty much breaks down all the features from each and every model. So for example, the Quantum X, the P series Quantum X, 65-inch, 75-inch, and 85-inch sizes available. Notice that there is no 55-inch. So if you're looking for the 55-inch, you're going to have to go all the way down to the M8 series or the M series, and also the OLED. OLED is going to be 55 and 55 and 65. I'm sorry. So there you go. So that's for the VIZIO, the P series Quantum X. Of course, full array, 792 dimming zones, 30,000. We noticed all this, right? We already went through all this. But one thing I noticed is that all of these TVs, they're going to have HDR, Dolby Vision, HDR10 as well, and HDR HLG. So that's what I like about VIZIO, is that they're not playing around. They have all the HDR formats available with all their models, including even the budget one, the V series. The V5 is going to be available in 40 inches up to 70 inches, full array, 250 nits, which, like I said, this is if you want to go really budget, this is not going to be good for HDR, you know, but this is going to be great, a great 4K TV. But when it comes down to HDR, you will not notice much of a difference. In some cases, you're going to notice that the picture will get a little bit dimmer than normal, and then a lot of people were saying, well, HDR is not working, it's broken. So the thing is, like, to get a good HDR, good picture with HDR, you're going to need at least 1000 nits of peak brightness. You know, in some cases, like smaller panels, like monitors, 400, 600 nits, it's good enough. But for a TV, this is not really good enough. But this is definitely going to be a good 4K TV, that's for sure. And then over here, I noticed the M8 and the M7. They did break down these models. It's going to be available from 50 inches up to 65 here. But in this other panel, in this other picture, it says 43 to 70 inches. So I don't know. In this case, I'm looking for the 55-inch. Last year, I did review videos on the some review videos on the M7. And what I remember is that the M7 didn't have good local dimming. There was some light bleed. I remember seeing that on that TV, and I wasn't very happy about it. But I do remember that a lot of people were telling me that to get the M8, because you guys notice 90 dimming zones versus 30 dimming zones. So that's more than half more dimming zones on the M8. Also on the brightness, this is Ultra 800 and the M7 is Ultra 600. So if you want to get better black levels and brighter panel, go for the M8. Now the price difference, it's usually not that big. It's usually between $200 more or less. So I will highly suggest that if you want a 55-inch, go for the M8. It's still, this TV is going to have all the other gaming features, Pro gaming engine, and the IQ active processor. Oh, wait a minute. So this is the processor. Notice that this one is going to have the Ultra processor. The P series and the P series Quantum X, they will have a much better processor. So there you go. Of course, they want to promote, they're going to leave the best for the top of the line if you want to spend a little bit of extra money. But then again, on the P series and the Quantum X, there is not a 55-inch. So just keep that in mind. Another cool thing about VIZIO, guys, is that it's going to have HDMI 2.1 in all of their models, even including the V series. That is crazy. That means that HDMI 2.1, you're going to have features like variable refresh rate or FreeSync. In this case, VIZIO will have FreeSync available, also auto login latency, and dynamic HDR, EARC for the audio. So it's going to have all these very, very cool features in pretty much all of their models, and hopefully all of the HDMI ports, because some TVs like Samsung, it's only available in one port. So hopefully VIZIO, they don't do that. They make it available in all of their ports. And also another thing I noticed, guys, is that, for example, on the P series and Quantum X, there's going to be the variable refresh rate will cover from 48 Hertz to 120 Hertz, which makes me think that these TVs are going to be 120 Hertz native panel, which is good for gaming as well, and also for sports. So if you guys like to watch sports, this is great news. Also, the M series, the M7 and the M8, these are going to be 60 Hertz panel, because the variable refresh rate will cover only from 48 Hertz to 60 Hertz, which means that these TVs are going to be 60 Hertz panel. Now, you might be thinking, well, Joster, which one should I get, right? For the new generation of consoles, which one should I get? Well, of course, I want to get the one with 120 Hertz. But then again, if you don't want to spend that much money, if you don't have space for a 65-inch TV, well, maybe you want to get the M series. Now, will you be missing those extra, features about the 120 Hertz? Well, what happens is that if you go for the one with 120 Hertz, you also might have the option of 1440p. I don't think the M8 will have that 1440p option. You will be limited to 4K with 60 Hertz, which is not bad, because most of the games of the new generation consoles, I think they're going to be playing most of them in 4K 30 and 4K 60, and some of them 1440p with 120 Hertz. Some other ones will be 4K 120, but they're going to be very, very rare. I think they're mostly going to focus in 4K 60. So if that matters to you, then the M8 is, by all means, is one of the best choices probably. But in the end, it's going to depend also on the price. That's what I think. So, and then over here, dynamic motion. This is the motion engine. This one says dynamic motion 120. So of course, this is going to be interpolated. And same here with the clear action. This is going to be like motion interpolation sort of engine that they have. But what I like about this is that they're all going to have the HDMI 2.1 feature. They're not cutting corners. I mean, VIZIO is going all the way with their new models. All I want to know now is prices, and also when will they be available. I already sent an email to one of the representatives. Hopefully they answer me back and they tell me all this information. But so far, I'm also excited to see these new models from VIZIO, and also want to know more about the OLED. So I noticed that OLED will be available in 55-inch and 65-inch. But what I want to know is also if OLED is going to have, there you go over here, if OLED is going to be 120 Hertz panel, which I think it will be. It has to be, because if OLED is going to be competing with LG in the OLED TV section, well, it has to be at least 120 Hertz and all those other features that LG has as well. So let's see what happens. Let me know in the comments below, which TV are you guys more excited for? The new OLED from VIZIO, or the Quantum X, or the P series? Man, great choices from VIZIO. I'm looking forward for this the new TVs. Let me know in the comments below which one you guys are planning on getting. I'm Joster, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Joster. Oh, hey guys, Joster here. Thank you so much for sticking to the end of this video. By the way, did you enjoy this content? If you like this kind of content and you'd like to support this channel, first off, make sure you like and subscribe. And also you can become a member. Just hit that join button. You get access to some of the emojis that I created. And also you get early access to some of my videos, the aftermath of the live stream that I do. But mostly just want to support this channel, hit that membership program. All right, I'm working on more videos right now, so make sure you stay tuned for more. I'll see you guys. Joster.